welcome to the U. Our reviews will kill you. The review show so desperate for a co-host that we tried to bring Richard Dawson back from the grave.
That's a deep joke right there.
That's way deep. That's
Yeah.
deep from the archives.
That is.
Family Feud. Holla.
Holla.
I am the man they know as Z. And as always, I am joined by my compatriots, the noobtastic, dundubulous, fantabulous, emancipated noobers. Noob.
Look, I'm a closeted racist, and I'm sexist and selfish, and I dragged us all into my sexist, racist, bad things because I'm stupid.
And also, we are joined today by the MC of all things, Keebler.
I can't help but fucking bob my head every time I do my intro.
It is a great song.
I just want to dance.
Thank you, Biggie Small.
I feel it. I feel it
you,
deep in my bones.
I feel Biggie. So, what's on the docket today there, noob? Well,
That's really interesting, Noob. It's amazing you want to talk about Stan Lee passing Detective Pikachu. Ryan Johnson saying that Star Walker is consistent with his character. And then you said you want to review A Christmas Chronicle and She-Ra?
those sound
right.
like noob things.
Yeah, that does sound like Noob.
So I definitely think, well, that's pretty interesting. So what's the first news story there, noob?
You're right. It's the passing of an icon. Stan Lee has moved on to the big comic book in the sky.
Well, I guess we've been kind of anticipating this. His wife did pass, earlier this year?
And actually, everyone thought that was going to be the final nail in the coffin because he's been married to her for freaking ever.
Yeah. And, I met him once. Really decent guy. And he's got a very interesting legacy. Obviously, he's one of the great creators. I think history will be kind to him, even though there's definitely some, issues between him and Jack Kirby and what did he actually create versus what the artists who drew them created.
Well, I mean, he's always been very open about his origins.
I was born in Manhattan. I lived in Manhattan most of my young life. Two of my big influences were books and movies. I loved Tarzan. I loved Jules Verne. I loved anything that was imaginative, that was high concept, that was a little bit bigger than life. I loved the movies I loved King Kong, Dracula, Frankenstein. My favorite hero was Errol Flynn. Oh man, the roles he played, he was to me, the ultimate superhero.
I mean, even later in life, the guy had a ton of energy.
Absolutely. I mean, the guy was still doing cons up until his 90s. It's crazy. He would go everywhere. He talked to every fan he could. I know there's a lot of weirdness about him losing, the money thing and all that.
Yeah, towards the end there was a lot of weird shit going on. But it's interesting because early on, he didn't get into it to write comics. He was just like an intern or something very early on. And then where he was working, the lead comic writer just left. And they're like, well, can you fill in? And that's kind of how he got his start.
Yeah, well, it's interesting. He did invent quite a few characters, but he did partner with Jack Kirby and Steve Ditko. And they deserve just as much credit as he does for the creation of so many characters like Spider-Man and Captain America and the Hulk. And
I think Spider-Man was actually his favorite character of the ones that he created.
Yeah, and he did I think he finished a bunch of his other cameos. He filmed a bunch of them.
There are we will see him again in a few of the upcoming flicks. They did film ahead of time, expecting this to happen.
Yeah, I think they kind of planned it. And what they should do is what the Marvel TV does is add him to they had posters of him and things like that.
Yeah,
they were
he
doing.
was in Big Hero. He was animated. There was an animated picture of him or something like that. So I mean, yeah, they can still continue to just put in the little Easter eggs of Stan Lee from here on out.
I heard that Noob agrees with Bill Maher though, because there's a pretty recent controversy between Bill Maher did like a column saying that comic books infantilize, why these young adults are, worshiping Stan Lee for what he created, and that comic books are for kids, and any adults that read them are idiots. And I'm like, you're an idiot.
He's reaching. No, but I disagree with you. The thing that you have to remember about these characters is he was able to touch a lot of people, help them through troubles, and these characters related directly to who these people were. Like, these weren't Superman. Like, the who can relate to Superman? He's the strongest character in the
He's
world.
an alien.
There's nothing to relate to him about. Whereas, like, the Hulk, people who have anger management issues were always to the Hulk. Spider-Man was always this beaten down kid who came from tough times, who, had his own day-to-day struggles. A lot of these characters he created had very humanistic characteristics that a lot of people could relate to, and these characters got a lot of people through a lot of shitty times.
Well, we talked about that. I remember that Taika Waititi was saying he was having issues with humanizing the Hulk and Thor, because you're talking about a demigod and a rage monster. And I referred back that child psychologists actually use the Hulk as a tool for children to help identify, when they have suppressed rage problems. Like, that's what's so beautiful about the Stan Lee, like what he contributed, is the characters are so human. It's the story of regular people having powers that showed them not, if you take away the powers, they're still humans, and they still have a story that they're trying to tell, whether it be, Bruce Banner with his repressed rage, or Spider-Man with wanting to do good, even though, with great power comes great responsibility. But that means that you're still obligated to do the right thing, whether or not you have superpowers or not. You can still do. How dare you say
Noob,
that?
I didn't realize that you would associate with that character that much. That's actually really interesting.
I don't know. You think he associates with She-Hulk or something?
Well, I mean, he's the one
not a lawyer.
He's the one that said it. I mean, he does agree with you. So
Okay, well, yeah. So I guess I stay. Everybody who gave him tributes, Stan Lee earned it. As convoluted as his past is, I don't even remember him necessarily taking credit for creating these characters and not giving the other creators any credit. I just think they were jealous because he was able to monetize it.
And he ran away with it and kept going, and he's the one that became the household name.
Yeah, I think. Well, you got to remember, there's a lot of jealousy. Even Bob Kane and the Batman writers and all that. There's a lot of all those old school comic book writers definitely had problems with each other. I guess because they earned so little money compared to what they make now.
Yeah.
It's just because.
Well, it is, and he was getting ready to walk away at one point, and I think it was his wife who actually talked him into staying, be like, because he had started out just continuing these characters that other people had made, and it was his wife who pretty much said, why don't you just write what you want to write? And that's what began the Stan Lee legacy, and that's what introduced these characters that everyone had fallen in love with.
Yeah, and Bill Maher's just a jackass anyway. I think he looks for attention. He says things, he said those racist comments, and he's just...
He definitely spends way too much time pulling his own pub.
Yeah, I think he's a jackhole.
Every time he talks, it's just masturbation.
Yeah, you're right. So what's next? Well,
that's right. A tiny yellow mutant that sounds mysteriously like Ryan Reynolds solves crimes.
Yeah, this is getting... I don't know. This movie is so bizarre. I feel like I could get into it, but I don't know. It's Detective Pikachu, and Ryan Reynolds is the voice of Detective Pikachu.
That came out of fucking left field.
What, that Ryan Reynolds? would
Yeah,
be
like
Detective
Ryan
Pikachu?
Reynolds as Detective Pikachu. Like that, I wasn't expecting that.
It's kind of disturbing too when you hear the voice come out of his mouth. It's very weird. I don't know that I like it. It's kind of bizarre. We're actually putting the trailer up on the big screen now.
Yeah, I'm pulling the audio up. I'm trying to do a couple things at the
There's
same
one
time
really good
here.
line in it that I liked, where he says something like,
Let's see if an ad pops up. You know it's going to.
"Oh, probably.
Oh no. All right.
You want me to start this over?
Well, I'm gonna have to do that as well.
Let's
as
sync up."
As I slow up the Pokemon theme song here, and I play the trailer.
Detective Pikachu.
Welcome
Welcome.
to Rhyme City, a celebration of the harmony between humans and Pokemon.
What?
I don't even know who's that voice sounded familiar actually.
Tim, your
Between
dad was a
human
legend in
and
this business.
Pokemon.
If you were anything like your dad,
I have no idea what's going on here. This music
This
is very...
so this guy doesn't care about
you
Pokemon.
wanted to be a Pokemon trainer when you were young.
A Pokemon trainer.
Yeah, that didn't really work out.
Oh, so is this a American guy in Japan? Is
I
it-
don't know.
Is this Fast and Furious 2?
Yes.
Tokyo Drift?
This is Pokemon,
Drift.
I know how to use this.
Oh, look how cute.
Here we go. I know you can't understand me, but put down the stapler or I will electrocute you.
Based on a worldwide phenomenon.
Did you just understand me? Oh my God! You can understand me. Stop! I've been so lonely.
They can talk
me all
to
the
each
time.
other.
All they hear is Pika Pika.
You can hear him, right?
Pika Pika! Yeah, Pika Pika Pika, he's adorable.
You're adorable. They can't understand me, kid.
Can no one else hear him?
Pika
Don't need a
Pika.
Pokemon. Period.
And what about a world-class detective? Because if you want to find your pops, I'm your best bet. We're gonna do this, you and me.
Oh, there's a Jigglypuff.
There's Jigglypuffs and the little guy and there's a
Charmant.
dragon.
There's magic that brought us together, and that magic is called hope.
Coke? Did he say Coke brought
Yes.
them together?
Listen up. We got ways to make you talk. Or mime.
Yeah.
So tell us what we want to know. Pipe. Yes. Okay. I can. Shoving.
So the
pushing.
Pokemon
Promise that I push
mimes.
people away and I hate
Pokemon
them for
doesn't.
There's a mime
A
thing.
mime
Shove it.
Pokemon.
What? I can shove it? Okay, that's it. No, we're switching roles. I'm bad cop. You're good cop.
No, we're not cops.
In my head, I saw that differently.
Interesting.
Justice Smith. Oh, that guy's name is Justice Smith.
The lead actor.
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't know. I think it's going to make all the monies in the world. What do you...
Next time.
Whoa.
I knew he'd like it. Of course. I know, new noob, you like it. I get it.
It's just fired up about it.
yeah, it's so excited. He's just so freaking excited about this show.
Almost. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, yeah.
Yep, just excited about Pokemon. I get it. I understand.
I did not grow up with Pokemon. Well, I mean, it was around, but I was not into
Yeah,
it.
I grew up with them, but I never got into it.
Yeah, you saw them and were like, normal human beings shouldn't play with these things.
Yeah, I was too busy getting laid to play with Pokemon.
Do they even have... see, I don't think they were even... It was just the games, right? It's not even like a toy or anything, is it?
It was the cartoon. There were the plushies. There were the card games, and then it turned into video games. And yeah, it was a whole. And the other thing is, if you took the plushie and you took a cardboard toilet paper roll and shoved some tissues in there
Whoa.
and tucked it into the plushie, you could have a good night.
That's whoa.
Yeah.
That's intense.
Noob Noob knows all about that. It sounds like a girlfriend that won't leave you.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, jeez.
So
then,
yeah, so there's Pokemon.
Yeah. So there's a Pokemon movie. I think it'll do well. Yeah.
It's going to do well. Pokemon has enough of a following that's just going to blow up and keep going.
And Ryan Reynolds.
There's two things right there that guaranteed you're going to get people to go see it. Now, what they're going to think after they see it may go one way or the other, but this is definitely going to get people to go to the theaters.
Yeah.
Without question. So.
I suppose there's a chance we'll review it.
Yep.
I guess. Ugh. One of those movies. One of those movies.
Yep, pretty much.
So what's next?
Noob, that's just rude to say. I can't believe that you would think that a Star Wars director says that Z does not know what he's talking about. But it turns out that Rian Johnson. Why is it spelled like that? The guy's
he's in Millennial.
The guy's an asshole.
He's an asshole.
He's an asshole. He says that Luke Skywalker is exactly as he should be in Last Jedi, saying that the guy that just goes in the middle of nowhere and he's a miserable old sod and doesn't care about anything and he's cut himself off from the outside world is exactly who Skywalker would be in the Star Wars universe.
I don't know. So part of me says he's a jackass and doesn't know what he's talking about, right? Because here's the guy who, abandoned everything to save his friends, gave up on his training, blah, 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 blah. But then you've also got, what about Yoda? What the hell was Yoda doing for all those years on that planet by himself?
I know.
So, there might be a little tiny inkling of he was right. I don't know. I think he's kind of a jackhole.
You can tell Hamill is bitter about it, and he's playing nice, and you can tell he's playing nice, but he's bitter about it. He actually did a surprise visit to South by Southwest this year to talk to Rian. I'm not saying Ryan. It's spelled R-I-A-N.
Ryan.
It's Rian. That's
Rian.
an I. Rian Johnson. But he stopped by, surprised him, and actually slammed him a little bit. Here, I have that clip.
Yeah, I had a great time, despite how somber the subject matter was.
Sure.
I mean, it says right in the script, forget the past, kill it if you have to. And you're doing a pretty good job.
I'm trying.
That was to Rian.
Can't we push this off until 9? I said earlier, I don't want to repeat myself, I only asked for 2 things. No cameos and a run of the trilogy part. See how well that worked out for me?
Whoa.
But
he was not
You
happy.
look for scripts that are highly original, and that's why I thought Last Jedi was incredibly daring, because I remember one thing that was very
daring as in
informative to me,
stupid.
'cause I would say but we really have to think of what the audience expects and what they want. And he says, no, we have to do the opposite. We have to give them something they don't expect that we want.
Self-serving.
Yeah.
He's trying to play
deep.
nice.
And I started making the emotional disconnect that I need to go through when I read 7. Not the fact that I was just in at the end. The fact when I realized, oh my gosh, I'll never get to work with Harrison Ford again.
Oh.
That was the first big disconnect. Then the second one was, realizing that, thinking that they'd kill me off in 9, that they were going to, speed it up a little, get rid of the old fogies and focus on the new gang. And
words
then
sound
I
so
relished the
ominous.
fact that I had at least a scene with Carrie. Because I kept saying, why would Luke turn off his telepathic powers with his sister? But then what happened with Carrie in real life, so that was so devastating that you go, well, we'll never get the band back together. So I'm really good with the fact that, I had a wonderful entrance in 7, and I had a wonderful exit in 8. I couldn't ask for anything more.
He's totally sounds like he's placating. The original tweet.
I can't get over his voice being the Joker.
What do you mean? Like him?
His voice is one of the greatest Jokers
Oh yeah, he's an amazing
in
voice
the Batman
actor.
universe. I love his Joker.
He's also Swamp Thing in DC. Some of those DC.
Oh yeah,
shows.
they just put a much lower cadence on it.
Well, he's a great voice actor. He does other.
I mean, and he's got one of those voices that just works well with cartoons.
He was in Metalocalypse. Metalocalypse. Yeah,
Metalocalypse.
Metalocalypse too. He did voices in that. He was always the one guy introducing the next general who had like some sort of bizarre name.
Yes,
General
yes.
Flip Flop Limited and Boop Up.
Yes, he was part of the
Cabal.
The Cabal. Yeah, that was against Death Clock.
This whole thing with Ryan Johnson started. He was responding to a tweet that said it's just bad storytelling to change Luke so much and have one little flashback scene to explain why.
Oh, he did say that, like, you understand the guy lost Han Solo's kid to the dark side, and he had reasons to become a hermit, I guess, is what the argument was.
Well, the guy continues. He says, as I said, I'm not against it. It's interesting and fresh take, which is what Star Wars needs, but execution-wise, done poorly. And then Ryan Johnson replies, hot take, Luke is in fact 100% consistent with his character, not the way he's described in marketing blurbs, but his actual based on his words and actions character from the original trilogy.
OG.
I'll be at the bar if you need me. So you can get into bar fights. I just don't.
Rianne. All right, Rianne. I'd love to see Rianne at the bar. I would fully get in a bar fight with her. Guy named Rianne. I
So
would fully
avoid
throw
Scott
down.
at the bar, please. Do
Especially
not.
if your name is Rianne.
Isn't there a Fleetwood Mac song called Rianne?
No, not. It might be like Rianne, but not Rianne.
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 Rianne Johnson.
And so I'm not. I guess I'm not. I don't know if I can get that fired up about this guy. I'm just done. I'm done with him. I need him to be gone. I'm sick of. Why are we still? Why is he still talking?
One guy destroyed an entire universe for fans all over the world.
I could put up with what J.J. Abrams was just disappointing, and there's this crazy YouTube clip of all of the. It's kind of captures all of Mark Hamill's comments about it. And he even says, he's like, if you think you're going to go back and see these movies and recapture your childhood, he's like, good luck. It's never going to happen.
No.
You just
give
can't
up.
do it.
Give up on the past. You're now just a sorry, sad sap that's just married with kids. Your life is going nowhere, and you might as well just go ahead and drink yourself to death because that's what you're doing anyway.
Those were exact words.
That's were his exact words.
So. God.
That's actually deep, Noob. I that's probably like the wisest thing you've ever said.
I mean, I thought it was a little racist.
I mean, he just it's racist. I mean, that's what he is, but it still made sense.
I mean, he shouldn't call Ryan Johnson a chalky.
No,
he just shouldn't.
No, it's inappropriate.
We do not condone that, Noob. Oh, really?
Oh my God.
Really?
Dude, that's
I don't think so.
Oh God.
I don't think you're a winner.
No.
Sorry,
no,
buddy.
He really is not. Is not.
So I guess we're done. Are you looking forward to the new Star Wars?
No,
I'm not giving them money.
I'm not gonna watch it. I really don't care. I'm not interested, and no, I'm not gonna watch it. So
if someone, so I'm gonna put this out there. If someone else wants to pay for me to see it, so I can review it for you, fine folks out there.
Yes, if you want to sponsor us to go see this movie, we'll watch it and review it. But I will not put my own money towards this piece of crap.
I didn't put my money towards Solo, so
no.
But I did see it.
No, but you let somebody else spend fucking money
That's
on
what
Solo.
I said. I'll let other people do it for me.
No, you said you were going to boycott it and you weren't going to allow them to make money off of you. And they
did not make
and they
money
did
off-
make money off of you. It was somebody else's money, but they would not have spent that money if you said no and stuck to your guns and boycotted the way you said you would.
I never said that I have any
No,
morals.
you said
towards
I will boycott
reviewing.
this movie and I will not support it in any way. And you went.
We still
and
have
you
a
let
job to
somebody
do,
else
Scott.
see it.
We still have a job to
Somebody
do.
else paid your ticket. You lied.
I wouldn't say I lied. I would say I had to do our job. I folded like a lawn chair.
Like a little sheep. Like
a
the
lawn
little
chair.
sheep that you are.
Oh, obviously. Yes. So onward and upward.
Reviews! It's review time with Orc U.
Actually reviewing stuff.
We're actually going to review stuff. This is one we're going to start a little early this year with the holidays. It's Snake Plissken returns as Santa in A Christmas Chronicle.
Who saw that coming? No one.
No one.
Exactly.
No one.
No one.
Exactly nobody.
November 22nd, Netflix released The Christmas Chronicle, which is the movie, a holiday movie. It's literally Kurt Russell as Santa Claus.
Yeah, and that's the funny thing now. Movies are just released on these platforms like Netflix and Hulu and Amazon and nothing else. This is a did not nor will ever see the theaters movie with Kurt Russell.
You should play the teaser trailer because I think you need to get a taste of this.
Oh, okay. Well, if you can stall for a minute.
Oh, absolutely. Because
give me
what
a
I'll say
minute
about
to
the tomato
catch up
meter
here.
is that the audience score was 87% and the critic score was 65%. So it's not certified fresh, but it's still fresh. Here's what's really bizarre.
This party started.
Nobody reviews these things.
Let's get this.
All right.
Nobody really reviews them.
Nobody reviews this?
Just us, man. I'm
Oh,
telling
so
you.
we're the first.
There's 20 reviews. So
All right, so we're
you're
review
hearing
number
it here
21,
first, folks.
We're the 21st review.
We're the 21st, and 300 reviewers for the audience. So,
well, here's a little over 2 minutes of Kurt Russell being Santa Claus.
oh, then you
Let's
got
get
the
this
2
party
minutes.
started.
Show off!
Dear Santa, this is Kate Pierce. I've been really good this year. I do say bad words.
That sounds
every
like
now and then.
eBay.
That's only when my brother
Yeah.
Teddy makes fun of me.
That
and I
sounds like
lose my-
another computer that's
I
not
lose my temper.
not mine.
Let go, you're gonna break it.
Who cares? This camera's like 20 years old.
I have to work.
It's Christmas Eve.
You're gonna stay home with your sister.
This is like a Hallmark movie.
It's a pretty traditional setup for sure.
have no clue, do you? Nobody's ever seen.
Nobody's coming for you.
Tell me you're getting this.
Oh, it's from Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone people.
We need to get a
Oh,
closer
really?
look.
Yeah.
You're crazy.
And Home Alone. The people that brought you Home Alone.
Up, Cupid! Up, Comet! Hold on to something!
So they crash.
Santa Claus?
Live and in person. One night only.
Can you go ho ho ho?
I don't go ho ho ho. That's a myth. Christmas
It's a skinny Santa.
Yes, it
Gonna get
is.
toys.
So if you brats don't get presents, it's not the end of the world.
People need Christmas to remind themselves of how good they can be. Wendy, you got so big.
Excuse me?
You know what I mean? Grown up big. Now, Wendy, we need a ride.
Can you call an Uber?
You think I can pay the driver with these?
Candy canes?
Candy canes.
We all work together. This just might work. We need to rally the reindeer.
Comet? Me, Comet?
And
So some cute little kids
Sleigh's busted.
sabotage Santa Claus.
Scandal Claus?
Scandal
maybe
Claus.
we can still save Christmas.
Santa Claus.
Face yourself! Show off!
Less than an hour before the sun rises. Whoa. Let's get this party started. We have a Grand Theft
and he does a music theme. He plays with the band.
I'm Santa Claus, Teddy.
So
Runs from the cops.
I don't know how much I should spoil. Okay, I won't-
Dirty old white man abducts 2 kids and goes on a cross-country rampage, running from the cops while trying to plant packages inside random homes.
Did you?
Does that sound like a good review to you? That's a synopsis for it right there.
Who came up with that?
I just came up with that right there.
That's pretty good because he does go to jail for abducting children.
There you go. So
this is okay. I read a review on this, and this might shock you. They were, I don't know who to credit because they were like, they want you to know that this is a Santa Claus that fucks.
Dirty old Santa.
This is one dirty old Santa.
Ho, ho, ho.
It's a little weird. Let's just say it's like an action-adventure movie, and Santa Claus happens to be in it. There's not enough Kurt Russell. There's just not. Because he, eats the screen up. He loves being Santa Claus, and he just kicks ass and takes names. And kind of reminds me of, it's like Escape from New York, except for it's like Escape from...
Ho, ho, ho.
Escape
baby.
from Chicago.
Come on over here to get into one of my candy
Can you
cane
suck on my candy cane?
surprise.
Just suck on that candy cane.
I got a present for you, baby. It's over here in my sleigh.
Am I giving anything away if I say that he
You
he
may
sings?
give it away. No,
Is that a spoiler?
He sings in the trailer. You
Okay.
can see it.
So he sings an Elvis song, like baby.
An Elfish song?
No, not he does speak Elvish, but no,
He
an
speaks
Elvis,
Elfish?
like Elvis Presley.
Like does Lagaloff understand him?
Yes,
The guy
maybe.
from
Legolas,
yeah, Legolas
Legolas
from
Lord of the Rings.
from Lord of the Rings.
Yes. I'm trying to look up the Kurt Russell Santa Claus song.
There's a Kurt Russell Santa Claus song.
Yeah, which I'm pretty sure he sings. And I guess it's a spoiler, but I just wanted to know the name of the song.
Popping up?
If
If I went ahead and looked for it real fast, would I be able to find it and be able to
Probably.
play it for our listeners?
Yeah, you could probably play a little bit of it. This movie is just bonkers. Like, shit just goes off the rails.
So is it actually like a fun movie?
It's not a good movie, but for as far as like a Christmas movie goes, it's actually good. I enjoyed it. I'd recommend it. I agree with the audience, 87%. Like, it's a fun movie, and it's just freaking bonkers. Like, shit just gets weird, man, and it gets weird quick. There are chainsaw-wielding elves. And it's not a horror movie.
So it does get kind of weird.
Anti-gravity reindeer.
I'm all about chainsaw wielding elves. That does sound fun.
What about anti-gravity reindeer?
I could use anti-gravity everything. Have you seen how my tits are fucking starting to hang?
He had a
gravity is real, and it's playing havoc with my body. My nuts
sleigh.
are now down past my knees. It's fucking bad.
His sleigh is like a old school bowback. It's like a car. It looks like a car with wood. It's crazy. Or like one of those old wooden boats that cost a lot of money. There's a handful of cameos. I don't want to. There's a really good one at the end that I definitely don't want to spoil because people are like, it's awesome.
All right, so but you're saying definitely go see this movie.
Sit at home and go see it.
Or yeah,
you can Netflix and chill
yeah, you can
to it.
stay home and see it. That's cool too.
That's the best part.
You can
right?
Netflix and chill to Santa Claus. Isn't that a good way to fucking trick somebody into having sex with you?
I mean, that's one way.
Hey, you want to Netflix and chill? I got this sweet little Christmas movie we can watch.
I'm gonna give you my package, baby.
I got a gift for you over here, baby. Just come on some Netflix and chill.
It's an Elvis song. I don't know what the hell it's called though. Oh, it's funny too, because didn't he play Elvis in 3,000 Miles to Graceland? Maybe that was a nod to that.
I don't know. Is that what it was?
He was in 3,000 Miles to Graceland and played it an Elvis.
He was also in 3,000 Miles Under the Sea.
He was? What?
No, I don't fucking shit up.
I'm trying to.
I found it.
You found it?
Yeah, check this out. This was a great Christmas song, actually. Hey, look, it's a fucking ad that our video will play after the ad. Go fuck yourself, Six Flags. I'm not playing your shit on our show.
Oh, you just advertised them, you bastard.
No, I said fuck you, Six Flags. I thought advertisements. That's fuck you.
Don't go there.
Don't go there. They flood and kill animals.
What? This is. I don't know if this is the right song.
This is it.
Girl, I got something real important to give you. So just sit down and listen. Girl, you know we've been together such a long, long time. And now I'm ready to lay it on the
I don't recall this being an Elvis song, though.
This is definitely not the song.
Are you sure? I mean, this is Kurt Russell. It sounds like him.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Lonely Island.
A gift real special, so take off the top.
Take a look inside. Is my dick in a box?
It's in a box.
I did not know this movie was going to go somewhere, but if you're going Netflix and chill, this is definitely the kind of song that you want in order to get to where you're going.
Well, if you put this song on instead of Christmas Chronicles, it might work.
I think this is a great Christmas song, actually. I kind of feel like this is going to be showing up again in the near future when we do our Christmas episode.
It could. It's my dick in a box.
Dick in a box.
It's my dick in a box.
Woo! See, I'm wise enough to know when a gift needs giving, and I got just the one. Something to show you that you are second to none.
It's my dick in a box.
Out there with ladies to impress. It's easy to do. Just follow these steps.
Oh, so in case you're curious.
Cut a hole in a box.
2.
Put your junk in that box.
3.
Make her open the box. And that's the way you do it. It's my dick in a box.
Okay.
In a box, babe.
It's called Santa Claus is Back in Town
With his dick in a box.
with Little Steven and the Disciples of Soul.
Oh, God, that's horrible to include Little Steven in that.
Do you know? Do you
Oh,
know who
my
Little Steven
God.
is?
Why would... Dude, me too, dude. Come on.
Pound you too.
Pound me too. Poor Little Steven did not ask for that.
You don't know who Little Steven is from the East
Fuck,
Street
I don't know
Band?
who Little
It's from the
Steven
East Street Band, douche.
I don't know.
You don't know the East Street Band?
No, I don't know who these three
Do you know
is.
who Bruce Springsteen is?
No, does not ring a bell.
Okay, well, forget you.
Doesn't that the guy who slides across stages and slams his dicks into cameras?
Why? No, I don't know. Who's that? Are you talking about Bruce Springsteen?
I think that's what he did. It was like a Super Bowl or some shit.
What?
Like,
He's got his dick in a box.
He's got his dick in a camera.
He's got his dick in a camera.
Does he do a knee slide across the stage?
I have
Is that one of his things?
All I know is he plays Born in the USA.
Yeah, I think it was him. He did like a Super Bowl or something. He did a knee slide across the stage and slid balls first into the camera. Balls in the USA. I got balls
He's
in
the
the
guy-
USA.
He's that guy from New Jersey, from the Stone. He used to play the Stone Pony.
Oh God, no. We don't talk about New Jersey.
Oh, okay. Not a word about New Jersey.
Not about New Jersey.
I got my dick in a box.
No, that is the rudest thing you could say about New Jersey. Oh my God, I can't believe you just said that. They're
And New
freaking-
Jersey police are what? Why would you say that?
Trash humpers that only shoot people of a different color. Noob, that's the worst thing you have ever said.
That's just awful.
Oh God.
Yuck.
Disgusting.
Disturbing.
Dirty, disgusting.
Bad noob.
Bad noob. Bad noob.
Bad. Did you have a newspaper to bop him on the nose?
Yeah, hold on. I gotta find my newspaper though.
Do they still exist?
Yes, newspapers.
Didn't we have a
do
conversation
still
about
exist.
this before? Do
Yeah,
newspapers still exist?
We did. And here, found it. Oh, that was a heavier newspaper than I expected.
That's a little heavier
It's
bop.
a little bit of a little heavy on the bop there.
And no response?
And
no.
No, God knocked his ass out. Poor guy just killed him with a newspaper.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, he
on the
is like
floor.
he fucking wears a size 0 dress. I mean, I don't think,
It doesn't take much.
It doesn't take much to fucking. He's fucking 20 pounds soaking wet and wears a size 0 dress.
So you're gonna find Here Comes Santa Claus, or should we move on?
No, but let's move on.
Oh, come on. It's an Elvis song.
I'm not.
It was actually a fairly decent song. I did not think Kurt Russell could sing it, but he did. So
Well, I can't find Kurt Russell singing it. I can't find the clip. It just came out on Netflix, so it's not
it's not good.
floating around the internet yet.
Internet's not good for anything these days.
No, just porn.
Yeah, but obviously nobody knows the numbers. But I thought it was a good Christmas movie, so I recommend it. A lot of people did like it. CGI was a little wonky in spots, and the elves do wield chainsaws.
Did they dump a whole lot of money on it, or?
How I have no idea. Netflix is like the secret vault, like Fort Knox.
They won't let people know how much money they actually spend on it.
Yeah, I don't know. What the hell is this?
Here comes Santa Claus. Here comes Santa Claus.
I don't think that's the right song.
No, this is Elvis.
Yeah, but is that
Elvis Presley? Here comes Santa Claus.
That's not the song they sang.
Well, then you don't know what you're talking about.
I was just going off of what I was reading from.
Well, then you're wrong.
All right, well then, okay.
Because you asked for
then.
Elvis Presley. Here comes Santa Claus.
Okay, hold on. Kurt Russell. Let's see if the internet can right its wrongs.
Well, until then, we can listen to Elvis Presley singing. Here comes Santa Claus from Elvis Presley.
Hear those sleigh bells jingle, jangle. What a beautiful sight. Jump in bed and cover up your head, 'cause Santa Claus comes tonight.
Welcome to Top 20 Radio. This is Elvis Presley with Here Comes Santa Claus.
He doesn't care if you're rich or poor, he loves you just the same.
This is not...
bringing you the sounds of the oldies.
I don't know. Maybe everyone keeps saying it. Santa Claus is back in town, but it was something about Santa Claus baby or something. Santa baby. Does he say Santa baby in this song? I don't know. I don't know. So apparently no one in the internet knows, because it's just it can't.
I don't need a lot of presents to make my Christmas bright.
Here's a classic song from Elvis Presley singing about Santa Claus abducting and raping his wife.
Whoa!
Such a classic tune.
You sure?
Basis of Elvis Presley.
And he's, like you said, he's a thin Santa. Santa Claus is back in town in a jail cell. That's the song you just played before, right? Santa Claus is back in town?
I played Here Comes Santa Claus.
How about Santa Claus is back in town? Santa steals a car. Does that spoil things?
That's not a song, see?
That's just what Santa does, though. He steals a car. It sure ain't that. What is this song?
This is Santa Claus is back in town.
This is it. This is it. This is the song they sang. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, here's Christmas time, pretty baby.
Well, this is Santa Claus is back in town, so hide your wife and hide your kids, because Santa's raping them over here.
Ho, ho, ho.
Ho, ho, ho is what Santa says as he bends your girl over the kitchen table and has his way with her.
Whoa there.
That's right. Your wife will be one lucky lady when Santa inserts his joystick right in her backside.
Whoa there, Scott. Whoa.
That's right. This is
DJ
Scott. This is old school radio announcer.
DJ.
Bringing you the classic hits. Which, nothing wrong with hits. Hit all you want. Hit your wife. She deserves it. She has it coming. She didn't do the dishes last night.
Did you know that this was the director of Angry Birds? So I would expect even less. So good job, Angry Birds director. One reviewer said it's like being slightly tipsy on good mulled wine.
What are we doing? What are we doing here? We've been playing Elvis for like the last 10 minutes.
What's wrong with Elvis? We've been singing and enjoying the holiday spirit.
I'm turning this off. I'm bah humbug.
Bah humbug.
Effing humbug. Get me the hell out of here. Let's move on to the next thing,
I got a
shall
hat
we?
for you then, Scott. I guess he wants to move on too.
That was Noom saying let's move on. So we can go ahead and do that. Something else out of Netflix. This is Netflix, right?
Yes, it is.
So something else out of Netflix. This has suddenly turned into another Netflix special. She-Ra and the Princess of Power. She-Ra.
Ra, the opposite of He-Man.
She-Ra and a searing pain down below.
What?
Turning darkness to light. We're right beside you, ready to fight.
Oh, this is right up your alley, Scott. Okay, so let's talk She-Ra for a little bit here.
What?
For the honor of Grayskull!
Wait, we're gonna talk She-Ra for a while now?
Well, we'll give it some. We'll go over the high points. How's that sound? I know. Yes, you're a huge fan. Yes.
I know you, Noob. Calm down. We know you're excited about this one.
He gives it 100. He's one of those reviewers. He gave it 100%.
Oh my God, that was. Did you hear what he said about She-Ra belongs in the fucking kitchen where she should fucking know her business? That's horrible, Noob. I can't believe you would say that.
She was like 8 feet tall, so that might not be a good place.
You can
for
reach
her.
the top cabinets very easily then.
So Tomato Meter has it by the reviewers as 100%. Granted, those are only 15 reviewers, so we shall be
15
16
people said 100%.
16. So 16. Well, okay, I'm not going to give it 100%.
Did they get their parents' permission before posting those reviews?
Here's an interesting fact, though. 2,287 at the time of this podcast have reviewed it from the audience and gave it a 72%. So they enjoyed it, but not as much as the critics. Okay, so here's kind of the way to break this down. It's not a bad show. I've enjoyed what I've seen.
I knew you were gonna watch this, you freaking brony bastard.
Shut up.
I knew you'll be into this. This screamed.
I think
as soon as I heard we were doing this, I was like, oh my God, Z's Brody
I have
side
a job
is fucking
to do.
popping through.
I have
and he's fucking watching She-Ra. Were you wearing a She-Ra costume while you were fucking watching this? You were sitting there drinking a fucking Cosmopolitan, wearing a fucking She-Ra dress with a fake plastic sword.
No, that was Noob
jammed up your crack.
Because I was dressed.
I'll give
He-Man.
him credit. He wasn't all brony down. I mean, you are the ultimate brony.
I was dressed as He-Man. He was dressed as She-Ra. This is the 80s show.
This is the original one.
Yeah, from what, 85 or something?
Yeah. And the funny thing about it, the animation is right along the lines with all the other shows out there, the other cartoons at the same time.
Yeah.
If you look at the new She-Ra and all the other cartoons along the remakes that are aimed towards a young female audience, you can tell they're laying it on real thick and just even creating the animation to be even more prevalent to what Hollywood thinks that young women should.
Fuck are you talking about?
So there's the series on I can't remember.
It's made by the same people who did Voltron. the DreamWorks people.
Yeah, but the animation is so much more cutesy wootsy and fucking Barbie. It's Barbie. It's Barbie animation.
Barbie animation.
So I think it's on Amazon or Netflix or something like that where they have the series
Barbie.
There's fucking Barbie.
Isn't that CGI?
There's also the series about all the female superheroes, women of power. I think it's called or something like that. It's a cartoon. It's a cartoon based on.
Did you review this?
No, I didn't fucking watch it.
How are you an expert on what females want, Mister? I don't know. What
I'm not.
female is anymore.
I'm very much not an expert on what women want, which is why I'm
great
single.
bearded wonder.
The reason
here.
I'm alone is because I have no idea what women want.
Yeah,
but
you have a maximum grown beard that's designed to repel women.
Or savor the flavor until later.
Flavor of beer. That's what a woman thinks.
Well, it's whatever's in there.
When a woman sees that giant beard, they go, you clearly like to drink beer.
When a woman sees his beard, guilty as charged. When a woman sees his beard,
they don't look at it as a flavor saver for themselves. They look at it as a flavor saver for your beard.
See, that's the problem. That's the issue. Is when women see this beard, they just slide right off their fucking chairs
and run out the door as fast as they can. How many greatly bearded men have you seen who actually have women?
Genghis Khan.
Most of them, yeah, because he forced them, all 100 of them, to be his wife.
The guy had game. What can I say?
Because he had a big sword.
That's right.
Which he would cleave people in half with. Oh, criney. So... okay, there's a little bit of weirdness to this show because
this is very weird.
It's like one of those like body positive type show things going on with the gender normatives and blah blah blah. Underneath it all, I don't think it pushes an agenda, which is good. There's one interesting point to the plot that I like.
It's actually Satanist. It's the agenda it's trying to push. It's the
worship of
Satan. All
Satan.
about worshiping Satan.
And I actually approve this
Oh
show.
God, how could you approve She-Ra?
There's a message that was tucked in underneath to bring my minions to me.
I thought we told us that we'd call you, not the other. You couldn't call us anymore.
No.
I'm pretty sure we filed a restraining order when you didn't fulfill our last episode.
That's the
of
fun thing about
Satanic.
being the devil is I'm allowed to do whatever the fuck I want. You can't do shit about it.
So, a couple of funny facts about the show.
I hope so. I'm on the edge of my
not
seat
funny,
waiting for
Princess Elena. The voice of Princess Elena is the voice of She-Ra. Does that interest you?
Who's Princess Elena?
She's a new Disney princess. No.
Who?
No, nothing.
From what?
From Disney, the creators of Disney.
Yeah, but what show or movie?
Princess Elena of Avalor. No,
Of
nothing.
Avalor?
No.
No.
Talking Jaguars. In
No.
fact, you know what I like about the Talking Jaguars is that Jerry from Rick and Morty is one of the voices of them. Yeah. Didn't know that, did you? No, that's Mr. Poopy Butthole.
I don't know.
And so here's the interesting plot point, and they address it right in the beginning, and we won't belabor all this, but she
Too
starts
late.
off as a bad guy.
She is, because all women are evil.
Okay, that's one way of looking at it.
Yes.
Or you could look at it from the perspective of she's a member of the Horde, who are the
She's
bad
a whore?
guys.
Oh my God, dude! It's
No,
so
she's not a
I
whore.
can't believe you would say that.
No, that was all
She's
new.
a member of the whores.
No, she's not a
Dude,
member of the
Z,
Horde.
come on, dude. I thought you said wasn't this supposed to be like a fucking children's show or something?
It was until you got a hold of it.
No.
And then you turned it into something dark and evil.
Well, I would not do something like that.
I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
She starts off as a bad guy, and I think that's kind of cool.
All right, so type in DC superhero girls and just look
do I
at
have
the
to?
animation.
Okay. I think I know what you're talking about because I saw this.
It's
Wasn't
like-
there an opening trailer for the Teen Titans movie that had DC girls in it? No.
I don't know.
What's it called again?
I don't
DC
recall
what
it.
girls?
DC superhero girls. It's a series on Netflix, but it's
on Netflix? You
Yeah.
sure it's not on like a Cartoon Network or something?
Well, Netflix is where I've seen it pop up. But like the animation itself, it's
Cutesy?
it's cootsy wootsy Barbie style animation.
'Cause you're a big fan
it's
of Barbie.
aimed towards just one group of people. It's I don't know. I think
it's aimed at you.
Me.
What's so cutesy wootsy about this?
And there's just something about the animation just makes me uncomfortable.
Because you're a perv?
No.
What
That
is so
has
uncomfortable
nothing-
about this?
That has nothing to do with
Why
it.
does this make you uncomfortable, Scott?
It makes me
Is it their
uncomfortable.
heaving
There's
bosoms?
something-
Is it because they're
There's
attractive?
something about it that makes just...
Is it because they're underage?
Makes me uncomfortable.
Because they are girls. So, is it the underage thing?
That's what makes me uncomfortable.
That they're girls? I mean, that. Yes, I would imagine that would make you uncomfortable there, Scott.
It
So-
does. That just makes me very uncomfortable.
Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna have to go sit down for a minute. I feel very, very.
Well, now that we've made you uncomfortable, maybe we should just stop right here and end the show.
We should wrap this up.
All right. Really? Well, I know no one's going to go see that, Noob Noob.
And with those words of wisdom from Noob Noob.
Okay.
Well, that was from Noob Noob's mouth to your ears.
Yeah. So why don't we
That was
talk?
fun.
Let's talk, audience. Let's have a
So
conversation.
let's have a conversation between you and us. If you enjoyed what you listened to here today, then you can find us on multiple platforms, including YouTube. Just search "Our Reviews Will Kill You." Go over to Amazon. Oh, wait, where the fuck
Can I
are
get
we?
some Elvis to play us out here?
No idea what I'm talking about. Now I'm all over the place.
Talk about Our Reviews Will Kill You
Yes,
on
and no, you can't have Elvis
social
because I have
media
to-
platforms.
Oh yeah, so we're on
Instagram.
Instagram at orc_u. We're at facebook.com/Our Reviews Will Kill You. We're on YouTube. I said that Our Reviews Will Kill You, and we're on Vero.
Yeah, and lots of podcast sites. Although we want to talk about something about keeping the show free for all you people.
So Orc U Reviews, Our Reviews Will Kill You is brought to you for free, and we can continue to bring this show to you for
With
free
Wix, you can create a
because of
professional-
Wix. No, fuck you, Wix. That's not what I was
Who?
going for.
Wix?
No, fucking ads.
Speaking of ads.
But the reason that we're able to bring you this show for free and without charge to your wallet is because of the people that we correspond with and our supporters and our friends, including Blue Iron, which is a Blue Iron Productions and a Scout Will Kill You Productions available on Amazon Prime with your Amazon Prime subscription. And with our other friends that you will find at scoutwillkillyou.com, other podcast shows that are part of the network over there. Just type in scoutwillkillyou.com and you will find content.
And Blue Iron
plentiful.
is free with your Amazon Prime
And that's
subscription.
right. With your paid Amazon Prime prescription, Blue Iron is free, which makes it free even though it's with a prescription that you pay for. Subscription.
Yes.
Ugh.
Most people don't subscribe for the movie or TV side.
I'm
though.
completely thrown off. I'm uncomfortable and I'm unhappy because we spent all this time talking about girls. And you know how uncomfortable girls make me.
Make sure we don't have any girl guests then. I'll have to avoid that.
You just have to. You might as well just turn my mic off because all you're gonna hear is.
I'll tell Noob Noob to stop wearing a dress.
That's also has been throwing me off.
Oh, I can tell. I can tell. Absolutely. Any wise words? Well,
oh my God, Nunu! I knew that's why he didn't like Luke Cage.
We finally got him to admit it. Well,
it's about time.
From all of us here at OrQ to all of y'all at home, we love y'all.